Okay, we're back, and looking at this cake, there was just something not right to me. And what it is, I think this usually has to be a little bit longer, but because I needed this much to make this correct, now this looks a little bit too wide and too short for me. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back in here and just cut that part off. And I'm going to take this and move it here. I'm not even going to need all of it. Because usually that pocket there in the front of the bag is longer and kind of narrower, and it was just sticking out way too much there. But I probably could have switched it also with the back of the bag, but I just prefer to do it this way. Okay, it's chocolate buttercream, since I'm going to cover it with chocolate fondant, but you can certainly do it with a regular buttercream if you prefer. But I just think it's going to be a lot tastier, the chocolate under it. Okay, at this point, take your scraper. I like this plastic one. There's different plastic ones out there. You kind of have to actually feel them because some are softer than the others. This one's soft enough that I can actually bend it, which is great when you're doing sculpted cakes. And then take that corner right here and get right underneath there. So remember how we cut out some of that cake down there? So I want to make sure it kind of looks like the bag is rounded down there. Okay. I want the top and the bottom to be fairly straight, pretty straight. So I'm taking the metal scraper, coming straight down so it's nice and straight. And also at the top. Okay, when you get to about this point, you go ahead and take a little bit of this acetate paper, which you get at cake supply stores. If you can't find it there, you can buy it in sheets at art supply stores. And we just want to smooth this out even more. Okay, and there are some, you can see some of the cake crumbs in it, which is fine because we're just crumb coating it in order to cover it with fondant. And I could just take a little bit more of the chocolate and fill in that area where the cake is showing a little too much, because I do want the fondant to stick to the cake. Okay, and that's going to be good enough for what we need. It's always a good idea to chill your cake while you're getting everything else ready. Actually, there's a line down here I'm going to fix. So what my next step is to actually cut the board, trim the board the same size as the cake. I usually just use a knife like this to cut around it. And then I'm going to roll out my chocolate fondant, and when we come back, I'll show you how to cover the cake with the fondant. Because I don't think you want to watch me roll out the fondant again. We've done over and over again. Pretty sure you know how to do that by now, so we'll be back in a minute.